and welcome to our very first global virtual nutrition event. My name is Larry Davis, and I'm the president of our nutrition business for the Americas within our newly formed specialties division. If you've not already had a chance to do so, I would encourage you to explore our food nutrition pavilion. We have webinars, presentations, external speakers, and much more available at your fingertips. I want to take a minute to reflect on what our team has accomplished within the last 4 years. We spent a lot of time building our business, and we are proud to say that we now have the largest functional and specialties portfolio in the industry. We're not just a commodities company, we're much more. Currently, we are on a transformational journey, and our organization is realigned to ensure the best possible service for you, our customers. We now have more resources, which includes a full base ingredient portfolio. We recently acquired J.M. Swank and their subsidiaries, allowing us to have even more reach. Today in the Americas, our dedicated food nutrition team consists of over 400 professionals, 50 warehouses, 300 trucks and trailers, and 6 application development centers, all working in unison to find the best possible solutions for your everyday needs. Now let's take a step back and talk about these last 20 months. Whether it's related to the pandemic, ingredient shortages, supply chain disruptions, or changes in consumer habits, we know our environment and our industry has been through a significant shift. I would not say these deviations were barriers. I would say that they have allowed us to find new ways to do our everyday business. The nice thing about the nutrition business is that no matter what is happening in the world, people must eat. What changes is where and how they eat, and the overall emerging trend is this idea of better health. Whether it's in the increased need for gut health ingredients, plant-based products, improved food safety, or more affordable ingredient choices, this year has increased the attention around a healthy eating lifestyle. It has proved that our industry and our teams are adaptable to any environment and marketplace. During these months, the industry innovation was on hold as individuals worked out of their homes. And now we are starting to see innovation reemerge. New products and innovations will continue to evolve as consumers demand improvements like natural and clean label products. As we work through our own transformational journey, we will continue to grow and develop along with the marketplace. As listed before, we have experts across industry segments and geographical regions ready and prepared to tackle any challenges you face. Our team has proven to be flexible in times of change through digitization and technology. Whether it's in person, based on regional guidelines of course, or over Teams, our dedicated experts are ready for continued collaboration throughout your journey, allowing you to save time and money. With that being said, I encourage you to take advantage of this virtual event through breakout sessions, one-to-one appointments, or chats with our experts. I hope you leave this event with some new ideas on how to create healthier, tastier, and more affordable products. Thank you so much for joining us, and enjoy.
Hello everyone, and welcome to What's Next in Food Innovations for Gut Health. My name is Joanna Barker, and I am a Food and Nutrition Industry Market Manager at Brenntag North America, and I will be your moderator today. First and foremost, I want to thank you all for joining us. We hope that the information that we have prepared today will spark interest and ideas within your companies. Today we will provide a brief overview of our food and nutrition team. We'll share some recent Innova market insights and technical information on gut health and ingredients. And then we will get to the heart, or should I say stomach, of our presentation and hear from our food scientists who will be sharing our recent demo concepts. At the end of the presentation, we will have a Q&A session with everyone presenting today. You can already text your questions during the presentation. Just scan the QR code to start the chat tool on your mobile device. After the Q&A, please join us in breakout sessions later in the day to go deeper into the topics we will be covering. First of all, some information about Brenntag. Brenntag is the world's largest food ingredients distributor. We have 30 food application and development centers across the world. Each of these technical centers are staffed with highly knowledgeable food scientists, over 60 in total. In addition to being specialists in their geographies, they're all linked together so that the whole team is continually sharing knowledge and experiences. We are one team with employees in all 4 regions and over 77 countries. We offer application assistance, comparative analysis, customized formulation advice, ideation and brainstorming sessions, key parameter testing, model product formulations, process optimization, and raw material and ingredient recommendations. We have an ever-growing portfolio of specialty functional ingredients that are used in almost all food product categories. We are also adding new suppliers and new innovative ingredients continuously, which is a focus of our internal research. Now that you know a little about Brenntag Food and Nutrition, let's meet our speakers for today. We have Norman Schutte, Technical Development Manager, Terry Wagner, Senior Food Scientist and Lab Manager, and Marley Sumayong, Senior Food Scientist and Technical Development Manager. We're about to get into the full presentation. However, before we proceed, there are some key definitions we want to review. We are going to be using these terms that you see here throughout the presentation. Many of you are probably well aware of what they mean, but as we start talking about the most critical aspect of gut health, the microbiome, we wanted to clarify the range of components that play a role in this crucial area of our bodies. The microbiome is housed within our digestive system, which also breaks down food and absorbs nutrients. Health practitioners and researchers, along with food manufacturers, are interested in the microbiome for its potential benefits to human health. The gut health market is growing at a rapid pace, and over half of Innova's top 10 trends for 2021 pertain to digestive health, namely plant forward, nutrition hacking, mood the next occasion, tailored to fit, and in tune with immune. Let's take a deeper dive into this ever-evolving area. As you can see from this simple infographic, consumers are aware of and interested in products positioned to improve their digestive health. Their idea of digestive health has changed from purely regularity to include products that contain fiber, probiotics, prebiotics, and postbiotics. Fiber is the most recognizable ingredient for consumers. When surveyed by Innova, those in the U.S., along with many other countries, searched for products with fiber-rich on the label, as they felt that would be best for their gut health. Probiotics were the second most sought-after ingredient, followed by prebiotics. It's clear that consumers are most familiar with fiber. It has a strong and established relationship with digestive health. In the same survey by Innova, it became clear globally, slightly higher percentages of consumers desire immunity-boosting functions in their food and beverage products as a direct result of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, but digestive health was also in high demand. And then actually, over 1/3 of product launches with a digestive health benefit also display an immune health claim. This supports consumer interest in products with multiple health benefits, as well as the growing understanding of the relationship between the digestive tract and immunity. As per Innova, brain health encompasses development and mood, and the link between mood, mental health, and digestive health are increasingly being studied as well. But let's look at the second most recognizable ingredient for gut health, probiotics. The term probiotics covers a range of bacterial cultures with different general and also very specific functions. It is used either as a probiotic claim on packaging or for digestive health with a probiotic claim. There is one type of probiotic on the market that is worth highlighting, Bacillus, which can withstand most manufacturing conditions. It is a spore-forming microorganism, and while there are other types of probiotics available, they are live cells that require refrigeration. For this reason, Bacillus is the leading probiotic used in markets such as soft drinks and sports nutrition, which are products that are typically stored at ambient temperatures. Moving on, we can explore prebiotics, the third most recognizable digestive health ingredient. And Innova found that if we dig deeper to ingredients that function as prebiotics, we see that the top 3 prebiotic ingredients, namely oligofructose, galacto-oligosaccharide, and inulin, are also top fiber ingredients. There is this overlap, as prebiotics are types of fiber that feed the friendly bacteria in our digestive system. Soluble fiber ingredients have displaced wheat and oat bran as leading sources of fiber. They are not digested and travel intact to the colon, where they have prebiotic functions in nourishing gut bacteria. Soluble fiber ingredients also provide formulation benefits beyond fiber. FOS and inulin are 2 of the top ingredients for gut health, and they are widely used as sweeteners in reduced sugar applications. GOS, the soluble fiber galactoligosaccharide, is added almost exclusively as a prebiotic. Found in breast milk, it is a common ingredient in baby formulas and milks, but is moving into more mainstream applications and healthy aging products. And now to Norm, who will provide much more information on all of these ingredients found in so many product launches around the globe.
Thank you, Joanna, for showing us these interesting marketing trends on gut health. I'm going to go into further detail on probiotics. Lactobacillus has been used extensively in the food industry for years, principally in yogurt products. We are now seeing many more probiotics being used, including multiple forms of spore formers and yeast. There are many things to consider when formulating with probiotics. There are also regulatory issues which must be considered. Additionally, testing would be required to ensure probiotic viability after processing. Historically, fibers have always been considered important to gut health. Today, we have a multitude of fibers to consider when formulating products, including prebiotics such as GOS. Fibers can either be soluble, pectin, or insoluble like psyllium. The most utilized prebiotics are inulin and FOS. FOS is short-chain inulin and is sweeter tasting than inulin. Inulin has longer chain length and is therefore utilized in low-fat applications. Inulin and FOS are dietary fibers with prebiotic benefits that can be used in a broad range of applications. GOS is a prebiotic used heavily in infant nutrition. Now we're seeing it used in a wide variety of adult and infant food applications. When using GOS in applications, a number of parameters must be considered, including organoleptic and stability. GOS can be used in a wide variety of products. For example, GOS can be used in an indulgent caramel. Now let's go to our application centers to see how our technical experts have used these featured ingredients in demo concepts.
Hello, I'm Marley Sumayong here in our Canada Application Center located in Brampton, Ontario. With all the information on gut health and the benefits of functional ingredients we just talked about, you may wonder what product would best capture all these benefits while staying relevant with the trends in the market. That is what we are going to show you today from our application centers in North America. The first one is a drinkable oat yogurt alternative. As previously mentioned, the top 3 ingredients recognized by consumers as best for gut health are fibers, probiotics, and prebiotics. Getting probiotics from supplements is popular, but you can also get them from fermented foods. Yogurt is known as one of the best sources of probiotics. And you have probably seen the boom of plant-based milk and yogurt alternatives at your local grocery store, using everything from coconut, soy, almonds, oats, and hemp. Based on the trend we are seeing, we created a drinkable yogurt alternative made from whole grain oat base that has been fermented by probiotic cultures. A claim of good source of fiber was made possible using a fructooligosaccharides or FOS from chicory root. Not only it functioned as prebiotic, but with the relatively sweet taste of FOS, a drinkable yogurt alternative with 15 to 40% less sugar compared to leading market product could be achieved. So how did we do this? What were the key ingredients we used to achieve a drinkable yogurt alternative with a smooth mouthfeel and so many benefits? First, we started by creating a great yogurt alternative base using Axiom Foods Afinole. It is a whole grain oat milk alternative in powder form. The basic principle of making this fermented oat yogurt alternative is quite like the process of making dairy yogurt. a plant-based milk alternative is used as the starting point and then combined with sugar, protein, and hydrocolloids, and following the same process of inoculation and incubation of active bacteria cultures. To deliver on the 7 grams of fiber per serving, a fructose L90 was used. It is a liquid fructooligosaccharide available from our strategic supplier, Sensus. By having prebiotic and probiotics in this drinkable yogurt alternative, a synergy known as synbiotic was made possible in a tasty and refreshing product that can be consumed in the morning, on the go, or any time of the day. In addition to the great taste, the visual appearance is also important. To create the warm yellow color of a tropical mango that we chose as flavor of this product, a naturally sourced beta-carotene was used, which is available from Oterra, our partner for colors in North America. The hydrocolloids blend used created a desirable mouthfeel and stability of this drinkable yogurt alternative throughout shelf life. So, how do we put all this together? Let me show you. First, making the oat yogurt. We hydrate the whole oat grain powder with water in a blender. Then, the pre-blended hydrocolloids were added to the oat base with high sugar mixing, followed by the remaining ingredients. Heat was applied to 203 Fahrenheit, then cooled down to prepare for inoculation and incubation of the active bacteria cultures or probiotics. Once the desired pH of 4.6 was achieved, the fermentation was stopped by putting the yogurt in the fridge. This will help to firm up the texture. Oat yogurt alternative is ready to be used. Next is making the drinkable version by mixing 70% of oat yogurt alternative, prebiotic fiber, sugar, fruit puree, color, flavor, and water, as well as pectin solution, and then homogenize for better texture and mouthfeel. Fill into glass and enjoy now or store in the fridge for later. In industrial setting, fruit preparation that are done in aseptic system would be the best way to add fruit, sweetness, flavor, and color to the yogurt alternative. By doing this, probiotics in yogurt alternative will still be active and available to function. Well, thank you very much for following along. I hope making this drinkable yogurt alternative was informative and interesting for you. Now I'm going to pass this to my colleague Terry in our application center in the United States.
Thank you, Marley. Hello, everyone. I'm Terry Wagner here in our Allentown, Pennsylvania application center. And I want to show you something exciting that we're working on. Here are some of our new chewy mocha chocolate chip prebiotic bites. Look at the color and the texture. Chances are you are familiar with a product like this. It probably looks like many chewy granola bars you have seen before. You may not be familiar with a product like this that has been developed to target gut health. Is it possible for something this yummy to have this type of marketing appeal? Why, yes, it is. These bites are designed to deliver good source claim 5 grams per serving of both protein and dietary fiber. GOS is a prebiotic fiber that is beneficial to human health. These bites are fortified with 350 milligrams of mixed tocopherols per serving, which contributes antioxidant benefits. The energy halo comes from the high amount of carbs and dark chocolate in the bites. So how do we do this? How do we create a product that you are so familiar with, but has all the claims that I just listed? Here's how. We were smart about the ingredients we used. All these ingredients have a specific purpose. Bite type of products need a glue, a binder if you will. Typically, corn syrup is an ingredient that has been used in this way. Instead of using corn syrup, we use liquid probiotic fiber Vitagos from Vitalis. It is a galacto-oligosaccharide. Its texture is very similar to corn syrup, so it acts as that functional glue in our product. It provides stability to our bites, but also allows us a good source claim of dietary fiber and market it in a way that shows this product is geared towards promoting overall gut health. To deliver on the 5 grams per serving good source claim of protein, we utilize orizatine SGBN rice protein concentrate from our strategic supplier, Axiom Foods. It was important for us to utilize healthy oil and texturizing components. Instead of canola oil and Rice Crisps, we utilized hemp oil and hemp hearts from Blue Sky Hemp Ventures. Hemp seeds are rich in healthy fats and essential fatty acids. They are also a great source of protein and vitamins and minerals. Next, it was important to protect all the healthy fats and oil containing ingredients we added. We utilized Vitoferol T70 non-GMO mixed tocopherols from Vita Naturals to prevent and minimize oxidation. Sugar is usually quite high in these type of products. We wanted to limit the amount of added sugar to only what was being brought to the product from the dates, peanut butter, and chocolate. Instead of adding granular sugar to increase the sweetness to the desirable level, we utilized allulose and stevia Reb M. These ingredients greatly reduce the overall sugar and added sugar impact on the label. So let's make these, shall we? When making these, the first thing we need to do is make a fat blend. So to make a fat blend in our mixing bowl, we add our peanut butter, our hemp oil, and our mixed tocopherols. We want to mix this around until it's nice and homogeneous. After this is mixed, we want to start adding our other components. We have our rice protein concentrate, our water, and our Vitagas. Usually in a stand mixer, this is going to go together pretty quick, but it may take a little more time with the hand mixing. But once this is all combined, right? So once you have a homogeneous mix, you're going to add your sugar, your stevia Reb M, your Gran 4 of vanillin. This is what's going to contribute the vanilla flavor. We're going to add our mocha flavor. And we're going to mix this again, get this nice and homogeneous. And once this is completely mixed, we're going to add our texturizing components. So we have our dates, our almonds, our oats, and our hulled hemp. Lastly, we're going to add our chocolate next, so our dark chocolate bites. Once these are mixed, we're going to end up with something that looks kind of like this, right? So for the magic of TV, we have this. And the next thing we have to do is we have to form these. So we have to make them into some sort of edible bite-sized piece. We can either make those balls that we had before that we showed you, or the bars. So today we're going to make the bars. And we're going to take this mix that we made, we're going to put it into our pan. We have to heat this. We have to get it a kill step. We need to make it, safe to consume. So we're just going to form this out in this pan until it gets to something about this size. And then we're going to take this and put it in the oven. After it reaches 165 for 1 minute, it will have its kill step. And then we can remove it, cool it, and form it into anything we want. And that's it. So I'm going to pass this back to Marley, and she will explain a unique protein powder blend.
Welcome back. The next demo is our plant-based protein powder with prebiotic fiber. We have formulated a delicious plant-based protein powder to be used in a breakfast smoothie or as a guilt-free indulgent snack. The combination of protein with prebiotic fiber provides not only satiety, but also helps with the maintenance of gut flora. It is a winning pair that can be consumed to boost anyone's protein and fiber intake daily. You may be asking yourselves, with so much focus on this area of market, how can we help you differentiate yourselves? What is unique about this blend that will entice your consumers? Well, first, we want to meet the standard protein level of 20 grams per serving, which came from multi-source plant-based proteins. The mix of different types of proteins made it possible to get a complete amino acid profile. And a good source of fiber in a serving was achieved by adding prebiotic fiber, an inulin from chicory root. So the nutrition component is there, but More importantly, the taste is great. This is truly indulgent and tasty. You want to make this and enjoy it regularly. So how did we do that? We have carefully picked several key ingredients to make this vegan protein blend a nutritious and a delicious treat at the same time. The first one is Axiom Yellow Pea Protein Concentrate 80%. We made this a major protein component because it's rich in essential amino acids and it has superior tasting quality compared to its competitors. It's also one of the most consistent sources available. The next protein, Canatane, which is a hemp, gives good suspension in the beverage and contains healthy fats. This Axiom hemp protein is organic certified with protein content of 69%. The other protein, cucarbotane, is coming from nutrient-dense pumpkin seeds. It can be a good source of minerals like magnesium and potassium, to name a few. The essential amino acid arginine in this protein helps combat the fatigue by regulating the balance of acid and base in the body. The protein used here is a toasted version. What I like most about this protein is it has a slightly savory or umami taste that helps balance the more typical sweetness of a protein blend produced with high-intensity sweetener. This Axiom protein is also organic certified. By combining different types of proteins, the high protein and source of essential amino acid claims could be achieved without compromising the taste and quality of the beverage. The next key ingredient is Frutafit from Senses. It is an inulin extracted from chicory roots. The great use here is Frutafit IQ, an agglomerated powder. It has excellent dispersibility and perfect for instant application that uses shaker bottle or home blender. It contains 90% dietary fiber. With the goal to keep the calories low by not adding sugar, we need something to replace it that provides volume and texture like sucrose. Erythritol is a good choice for this purpose. It is a white anhydrous non-hygroscopic crystalline and has a similar appearance to sucrose. It is 60 to 70% as sweet as sucrose, so we need to add the balance with a high-intensity sweetener like stevia. In this case, Stevia Rep M was chosen due to its relatively clean tasting quality compared to other stevia grades. To smoothen the overall flavor profile, the use of vanillin in a very small amount will help create a masking effect to offset the undesirable notes. Think of applying a primer before painting a wall to create a smooth surface. The Eurovanillin Grand 4 from Beauregard helped to create a smooth tasting base ready to be combined with other flavors while being labeled as natural flavor. The choice of flavors itself can be designed towards a frappe-style beverage like mocha or chocolate, or flavors suitable for a smoothie application. So how do we put all this together? It's very simple and straightforward. Well, I'll show you. We put all ingredients, which are all in dry form, into a mixing bowl in a stand mixer. We mix for at least 5 minutes. Then portion into 40-gram packet. Ready to be added to any plant-based milk alternative like almond beverage, oat beverage, and so on in a shaker bottle. Enjoy as is or add it to any kind of vegan smoothie. To obtain the label claims we spoke about earlier, it's important to consume the entire 40-gram packet. The dilution guidance is to dissolve the 40-gram powder blend in a 20 ounces of liquid, which will yield in a cleaner tasting beverage compared to diluting it in a 10-ounce liquid. Thank you once again. I'm going to pass this back to Terry so he can explain a different type of beverage.
While there are beverages on the market that target gut health, we believe that fortifying those type of drinks with a vitamin blend targeting immunity health is the next step in this product category's evolution. We do offer a Power V vitamin blend from Repco that supports immunity health and would be a great item to add on to this demo if it fits your needs. So how do we do this? Well, we were methodical in how we chose our ingredients. All these ingredients have a specific purpose. Typically, corn syrup is an ingredient that has been used in beverages. Instead of using corn syrup, we use the liquid prebiotic fiber Frutulose L90 from Sensus. It is a chicory root-derived fructooligosaccharide. Its texture and slight sweet flavor is very similar to corn syrup, and it allows us to have a good source claim of dietary fiber and market it in a way that shows this product is geared towards promoting overall gut health. To build off the sweetness that is provided by the FOS, stevia Reb M and allulose are added to ensure this drink has a desired level of sweetness while maintaining a no added sugar claim. Ashland CMC cellulose gum 7-HOF is added to provide the appropriate mouthfeel. And we also know that people eat with their eyes first. So to ensure their eyes are pleased with a color derived from natural sources that provides a clear and vibrant hue of orange, we use the water dispersible orange color from Oterra. Now let's put this together. When combining a beverage like this, we need to split the ingredients into two categories, a liquid blend and a dry blend. The dry blend, it's important that we make this because it prevents clumping. Some of these ingredients are hygroscopic in nature, the natural color and the CMC for one. What this means is they hold on to water in the air, so you might have some clumps. So we make this dry blend and it prevents that from happening. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add our stevia, our allulose, our CMC, our natural color, and our citric acid. We're going to combine this together until we get a dry mix that looks like this, right? You see the natural color is all dispersed and there's no clumps. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to create our liquid blend. Our liquid blend starts with our water, and we already have that in our beaker. We're going to turn on this pedal mixer and we're going to create a vortex, as you can see here with that vortex. This is important because it pulls all the ingredients in. Now we have three other liquid ingredients. We have our liquid FOS and our two flavors. We can go ahead and add in our flavors. This is our mandarin orange flavor and our mango flavor. Lastly, we're going to add our liquid FOS. And this has similar viscosity to corn syrup like we were saying, so you should be familiar with using a product like this. Now once that's mixed in and we let that mix for a couple seconds, we have our homogeneous liquid blend and we can go ahead and add our dry mix. You're going to see the color just kind of disperse rapidly. And after a few seconds of letting this mix, we're going to result in a beverage like this. So there you have it. That's our mango orange prebiotic beverage. Thank you very much for following along today. I hope making this mango orange prebiotic beverage was as much fun and interesting for you as it was for me. If you have any questions, I'll be joining the Q&A session and can answer any of them during that time. However, before we get to that, Marley will walk you through our last innovative demo in our Canadian lab.
Thank you, Terry. For our last demo, we want to leave it on a sweet note with our chewy caramels. From the look and taste, they are exactly like chewy caramels available in the market today. What is different though, is that these chewy caramels have an ingredient that will help support the maintenance of gut flora without sacrificing the taste and indulgence of typical chewy caramels. The purpose behind these new caramels is twofold. First, with rising concerns over health, providing a general better-for-you type of confectionery product is of interest. We want to show you, our confectionery customers, a new way to get prebiotic benefits through an otherwise indulgent product. Secondly, for our nutraceutical customers, These indulgent caramels are an alternative to the multitude of gummy products already in this space. We use key ingredients that make these caramels different from the ones available in the market. Typically, in a sugar confectionery product that is high in dissolved solids, corn syrup is used as the sweetener because it inhibits the formation of sugar crystals and provides a smooth texture to candy, including caramels. But instead of using corn syrup, what we feature in the chewy caramels is a slightly sweet, clean-tasting syrup with prebiotic fiber called phytagos, which is a galacto-oligosaccharides from our supplier, Vitalis. It is a 75 Brix dairy-based clear syrup with water activity similar to corn syrup, which made it a suitable replacement to corn syrup in this product. The syrup is 100% soluble across the full pH range and is heat stable. Speaking of flavor, these caramels contain Eurovanillin caramel from our supplier Beauregard. This type of vanillin enhances creaminess of the caramel profile at a very low dosage compared to a regular caramel flavor. The classic golden caramel color was made possible by the addition of Class 1 caramel color from Oterra. This color addition helps to provide consistency of color from batch to batch. So, how do we put all this together? Well, I'll be happy to show you. First, we add all ingredients to a mixing bowl in a stand mixer. We beat on high with a whipped attachment for 5 minutes to ensure a good mix of everything. Then we transfer to a cooking kettle, boil to 245 Fahrenheit or 118 Celsius. As confections are temperature-controlled products, it's important to heat this temperature to achieve the caramel taste and texture that we need. Turn off heat. Next step is color and flavor addition. Pour onto baking pan lined with parchment paper. Let it cool and leave for a few hours, say minimum of 3 hours, to set. Cut to a square or rectangular piece. Then wrap with parchment paper. Pack in a tight container. Enjoy whenever you want to. Thank you for joining all of us in our labs today. We look forward to answering your questions in the Q&A session in a minute. But before then, I'll hand this back over to Joanna.
Thank you, Marley and Terry. Those demo concepts look incredible. Please stay in line for our Q&A session next. We look forward to hearing from you. You will have the option to submit your questions on the computer or scan the QR code and text your questions. Thank you again for your time today. So let's now switch to have all our colleagues online again. We will be back in just a few seconds.